In this video, we're comparing the Samsung A42 5G with the Xiaomi Mi 10T Pro 5G. There's a very small price difference between both devices, but the spec sheets say otherwise. So we're here to figure out which one is the best pick. We're going to be looking at things like display, we're looking at benchmarking numbers and scores, gaming capabilities, camera performance obviously, and overall usability. So let's begin by talking about the overall design. The Samsung A42 has a very modernized look to it. You have these different segmentations of colored textures. Looks pretty nice, neat, and interesting. You have a square camera module at the back with a quad camera setup. The front camera has a teardrop cutout right in the center of the screen. Meanwhile, on the Mi 10T Pro, it is a very glossy smartphone. Your fingerprints are going to be all over this device. One of the biggest problems I had with this, honestly, is the fingerprints. Massive 108 megapixel camera with two other lenses. You also have the front camera on the left of the screen, which is very tiny. So side by side, this is what both devices look like. Now let's jump into the unlocking mechanism. The Samsung A42 has an in-display fingerprint sensor, while the Mi 10T has a side-mounted fingerprint sensor. The Mi 10T has a lightning-fast sensor, which works very quick, very responsive. The Samsung one's pretty quick too, but definitely not as quick as the Mi 10T, so unlocking them side by side, the Samsung unlocks a little bit slower. Speaking of speed, the Mi 10T Pro comes with a 144Hz refresh rate LCD panel, while the Samsung A42 comes with a Super AMOLED display with only 60Hz in refresh rate, so that feels a little bit slower, especially when you're doing things like scrolling through a lot faster on your phone, navigation, even moving through different applications. You'll really feel the difference between 60Hz and 144Hz. Putting both devices on max brightness, the Mi 10T Pro there on the left does seem to be a little bit brighter than the Super AMOLED on the Samsung. Even the panel being 1080p gives you a little bit clearer details on the Mi 10T Pro as opposed to the 720p on the Samsung A42. Now when it comes to viewing angles and contrast levels, that's where it changes a little bit. This is the Mi 10T Pro. It gets a little bit dimmer depending on the angle you're looking at it from. So the sides are going to make it a little bit dimmer to view. However, the Samsung A42, which you are looking at right now, is an AMOLED display, and any viewing angle you get a pretty bright image. It doesn't dim as much from the sides. We don't like to define a phone's performance based on benchmarking numbers, but when the price is so similar and the chipsets are so different, it kind of makes sense to do that benchmarking. So for the Mi 10T Pro, it had the best score on the app Geekbench that we use, the highest for both single-core and multi-core performance with the Snapdragon 865. However, the Samsung A42, you can see that the performance is nowhere near the Mi 10T Pro's performance, both on single and multi-core. It's somewhere down there at the Mi 9T Pro, and in the multi-core, it's even underneath the Redmi devices and the Poco phone. So that's a very interesting comparison to look at when considering price difference. The Samsung A42 is running One UI 2.5 based on Android 10, which is very similar to most Samsung devices you look at. Not much has changed, and you get that Samsung feel right away. However, on the Mi 10T Pro, you're getting their very own MIUI 12, which is also based on Android 10. So both have their own skins on top. You literally have to choose based on preference. Now, benchmarking numbers aside, let's look at actual real-world numbers. The Samsung A42 isn't capable of doing high frame rate and high graphics at the same time when it comes to a game like Call of Duty. So you do get 50 to 60 FPS. The performance, pretty good. I kind of enjoyed playing on this. It felt fluid. It felt pretty good. Nothing to complain about really. You won't feel lag or stutter issues even with the high frame rate, and you can get pretty easy wins. The difference is when you start comparing it to the Snapdragon 865 found on the Mi 10T Pro. High resolution, high frame rate, and it works like a breeze. And that's what I meant. When you actually compare it to the Mi 10T Pro, then you start realizing how much you're really missing out on, and you start feeling bad about yourself. So with this, you can get pretty much 90 upwards of 90 to 100 FPS, and the refresh rate being 144Hz, it really does feel more like a gaming phone, even though it isn't, than the Samsung A42. So if you're into gaming, this is definitely something to look at. Now let's look at everybody's favorite, the camera performance. Now I compared both of these smartphones, same lighting conditions, same pictures side by side, to figure out which one has the better camera or which one would be a better fit for you depending on your type of photography. So looking at them side by side, as you can see at the widest image, they look very similar. The Mi 10T on the right, the Samsung on the left. The Mi 10T looks like the HDR is a lot stronger. Even in the main lens, the HDR on the Mi 10T Pro looks to kick in a little bit more, makes it look a little cartoonish. The difference starts coming in when you go into telephoto. The Samsung starts to lose a little bit of detail. Even at 5x, it's barely visible, while the Mi 10T Pro looks pretty darn good. Shooting at max resolution, 48 megapixel on the left on the Samsung, Mi 10T Pro on the right with 108 megapixel. Not much difference, but when you crop in, you can see how much detail the Mi 10T Pro retains over the 48 megapixel on the Samsung. Selfie cameras, very similar performance. Mi 10T Pro looks to be a little bit overexposed in most images, and the Samsung is capable of shooting more wide than the Mi 10T Pro, as you can see in this image. Interestingly enough, the background blur on the left with the Samsung is more blurry in the front camera than it is on the Mi 10T Pro. With the back camera, however, the Mi 10T Pro on the right, as you can see, has a lot blurrier background than the Samsung device. Now, looking at the portrait mode, the colors overall, as well as the separation for the edges in portrait mode, looks better on the Mi 10T Pro in my opinion. The skin tones are more natural and true to life. And even the edge detection on the Samsung missed a lot more than it did on the Mi 10T Pro. This is a front camera video test on the A42 as well as the Mi 10T Pro from Xiaomi. It's quite windy, so the mic test is going to be interesting as well. The Samsung image seems to be a lot more zoomed out than the Mi 10T, as well as a little bit over sharpened, and the saturation in the trees, as you can see, is a lot more vibrant in the Samsung phone. There is a bright spot on my forehead, as you can see on both phones, but Samsung seems a bit more blown out as well as overexposed, even on my neck right there. Facing away from the light, as you can see, the Mi is a little bit more blown out, loses a lot more contrast, and it's a little bit less sharp overall. Now we have some side-by-side footage. On the left we have the Mi 10T Pro, on the right we have the Samsung A42. I'm just going to walk straight ahead to test the stabilization. I'm moving the same for both, and as you can see on the Mi 10T, there's a lot more stabilization than on the Samsung A42. The A42 is shaking all over the place. The Samsung A42 is capable of recording up to 4K in resolution. It is very shaky, but you can crop in just like that up to 1080p and still retain some detail. However, the Mi 10T Pro is capable of shooting at 8K resolution with stabilization, and when you do zoom in, you can zoom in all the way up to 1080, retaining a lot more detail than that on the Samsung. So that concludes the camera differences and camera comparison between both of these devices. Honestly, you won't really go wrong with both devices, but I'm really a firm believer in spending the right amount of money to get the best possible specs and usage out of that device that you can. So in my personal opinion, if you're choosing between these two devices, really think about what you really want out of both of them. So if you're into the gaming side of things, or you want a stronger processor, a little bit of a better camera, faster refresh rate, then it makes sense to get the Mi 10T Pro, because you definitely do get those. You get the higher refresh rate with 144 Hz. You get a 1080p display that's LCD, but looks pretty darn good. You even have the faster side-mounted fingerprint sensor, much more powerful Snapdragon 865 processor that allows for more intensive gaming and great frame rates. A pretty awesome camera overall. The Mi 10T Pro may be the right choice for you. But if you're looking for a device with a Super AMOLED display, really nice color reproduction, great sound performance, and you're using it mostly for things like Netflix, you like the UI on the One UI, you're used to Samsung's overall skin and how a Samsung phone and device feels in your hand, then the Samsung A42 might just be the right choice for you. Again, I would personally save up a little bit more to get more performance out of my device, but again, it's really use case based, and what makes sense for you is what you should be getting. Long story short, they're both pretty good.